All right, so our first one is going to be a sausage cheese biscuit, which will be dropping at your doorstep.
You have 2 bacon, egg, and cheese biscuits? All right.
Yep, thanks. I had to rework that receipt in the app because the delivery services have a different price as opposed to if you drove to McDonald's yourself and picked it up, probably not going to pay the same price as if you have it put in your hand because you're dealing with a delivery driver. So their whole menu is a little bit different. So I don't know if it equals out to about the same. I'd probably say that, you know, if you're going to have food delivered to, you know, you're not going to pay the same price. It's probably going to be a little bit more, but it depends on the coupons that you have too, because they give out coupons. But a lot of times what we have to do is we have to take photos of the receipts and then you put in what the receipt says, and then they make you adjust it to fit what they say, and then you just you discard the physical receipt because they use their virtual receipt. So you don't in the Runner app, or the Runner delivery app, what I call it, that's pretty similar to Grubhub. You do use a card for Grubhub on, I'd say 30% of the orders, and then 70% that are prepaid. On this one, I've had a night where it was all prepaid, so it just depends on the area that you're at and how, if they're using that particular delivery service, that you may have to use the Runner card to pick up the food to make the purchase. So it's a lot of the restaurants, especially the fancier restaurants, you do have to go in pretty much like a customer almost and just make the purchase, and then you bring it to their door. Not all of it's prepaid, or what they used to call, well, on a few of them they call it OLO, which basically means online. It's online. And then a lot of them they call it fleet, which that's very big with HEB. So it's a pre-order, so you're picking up like a fleet order, which is very similar to Roadie, because Roadie has a lot of that. It's like a fleet order, it's already paid for and you pick it up. And these, a lot of times you're using a card, and then you pretty much you're pretty much almost like a customer. But if it's a prepaid one, then they know that you work for a delivery company usually, and you can give them all your information or whatever. Usually you don't have to. You just have to know the name of the order. So this one is, you use the card quite a bit. So you use what's known as a Runner card. That's why I call it Runner Delivery. I don't use the name of the company, of the current company that I'm vlogging, but I have worked for Grubhub, Uber Eats, DoorDash, Postmates, all of them. I've worked for all of them. All right, I just did a whole segment about banking, almost like an interview in slow-mo on Selfie. This is a really cool bridge. I really wish I wouldn't have done that. I did the whole thing in slow-mo, so on Selfie. So I'll have to erase that, start over. Let me finish this shot. I probably gave the whole resume of my banking experience. Darn it. It's like the Chris Farley thing. Darn! Yeah, great. Well, at least I got a practice run, so we'll try it again. All right. So we're coming up on the skyline of Fort Worth. All right, so didn't get the teaching position at Round Rock ISD. I would have to pretty much, it would have been rough. I've been doing like the 24-hour fitness thing, showering there and staying with friends in Austin. So I'm glad that didn't work out. I also applied at Northwest ISD, which is like by Justin, Texas, in that area, which is not very far from where I'm at. So I did the teacher assessment, and I got to show up to the teacher fair. I used to work at a state bank that had a military contract with Fort Hood, and it was a bank that's inside of Walmart's and Kroger's. I did that for about 4 years, and did really well. I was one of their top bankers. I was one of their top salesmen. I was in charge of operations, the vault, and distributing money and keeping up with all of that. Frontline teller kind of thing, commercial teller kind of thing. Then I was with them for 4 years, and then I wanted to switch over to JP Morgan. JP Morgan's really tough. It's kind of like they audition, and whenever you're doing the interview, it's like a timed video for JP Morgan. So they give you a question, and then you have to answer the question, and then they give you another question, and you have to answer the question, and they videotape it. So it's very similar to like an audition. And I did that with JP Morgan. They haven't let me in, but they don't do the same type of interview for these different banks. So I also tried North Dallas Bank and Trust, and they actually bring you in for a personal interview, and you have to write stuff down, and they want you to do a lot of math in your head. And at the first state bank that I worked at, we did everything with calculator to make sure we didn't mess up. And then there's another bank called Fidelity, and I almost became a financial advisor for Liberty Mutual. And then Fidelity is kind of the same thing. It's kind of like a financial advisor position. That's like a big career thing, so you have to keep up with it, and it's a big deal. Fidelity's a really good bank. The other, probably will be trying JP Morgan again. They call it like a relationship banker or something, but it's basically kind of like a frontline banker. So if the Northwest ISD thing works out, I won't have to drive as far. If the Round Rock thing would have worked out, I would have to drive 180 miles. So I'm glad it didn't. But like I would have been like showering at Anytime Fitness or something like that, or 24 Hour Fitness or something. So I'm kind of glad that one didn't work out. Northwest ISD is closer, so I would still be able to drive there and everything, because I'm currently in Fort Worth. And that's kind of what I wanted to say. A lot of people in the world, a lot of traffic, a lot of stuff. Did that monologue earlier all in slow-mo, and I didn't catch it. It switched right to slow-mo in the selfie, and I did not catch that at all. So I had to redo the monologue from memory. But luckily I was able to get most of it out there. Man, a lot of ways, a lot of people. I was gonna turn back there where I was supposed to turn to drop off this McDonald's. McDonald's is in there. The only problem was there was a selfish guy right here, and he just kept going straight, and so now I have to go all the way down this way, turn all the way around. You know how life is. There's the courthouse right there. Trying to get this egg sausage. They cut the sausage, so it's basically just, I guess, egg and cheese. I'm trying to drop this off. I've never noticed they have a statue up here. It's pretty cool. Major Ripley Arnold. And it's known as the Ripley Arnold Plaza. It's a recreation park. Park and recreation. It's right on the edge of Trinity River, right there. In the base of TCC, which is Tarrant County College. This area is also known as Panther Island Pavilion, back there. It'll be an interesting little vlog, Panther Island Pavilion. Pretty cool. Somewhere in there where the sausage and egg without the sausage is going. It's basically an egg and cheese muffin without the sausage. Now, the reason we had to go to the Panther Island Pavilion is because of the letter N. So the letter N represents north. This drop is on Taylor Street, but on Waze it gives you the option to go to in Taylor Street, which is known as North Taylor Street. So you have to look down at the app and realize that originally there's no in on it, so it's not North Taylor Street. Why they can't figure that out on their own, I don't know. I'm clueless on the matter. It's a really cool mural right there. It's the library, Fort Worth Library. So I have to go on the other side of Taylor Street because of the letter N that they can't remove from the app for whatever reason. They give you two options, and you always choose the top option when you're in a hurry and you're trying to drive. So we'll be dropping it off on North Taylor Street. It's a heck of a egg and cheese muffin with no sausage. I always get the sausage. At least I just did earlier. We got the egg McMuffin with sausage. Tasted fine. All right, so we're gonna park right here. I got my umbrella, and we're gonna drop this egg and cheese muffin off at your door. Step. Yeah. I have to repark on that one. This egg off here. I'm gonna have to repark. There we go. Anyway, that took some talent there. Now we have to go to Taylor Street and get on this egg and cheese with no sausage. Please. There's the library. Sent me a message. It's probably, hope he didn't come down to Taylor Street, because I'm walking there by foot. I do a lot of stuff by foot on this kind of thing. It's get a lot of steps in. Let's just put it that way. Okay, so we're on Taylor, and we're going to be crossing probably somewhere in here. I don't know if they're actually going to come out. Thank goodness I had another 4 seconds on the little walk sign. But they did send a message. So I know they're hungry for this McDonald's egg and cheese biscuit with no sausage. We're going to come over here in the rain, little Bob Dylan style, take shelter from the storm, and we're gonna give them a call and see how we're gonna meet up for this exchange of sausage into egg. Or I'm sorry, egg and cheese biscuit. Egg and cheese biscuit. So the lady is a little snippety, but she said Tower Condominiums is the name of it, and that says Tower on it. So that's the name of the place right here, and this is what it looks like. There. Hi. Is it you?
Huh?
Or did you get the food?
Are you looking for somebody?
No, are you?
I am not.
Okay, good. All right. Never know. Sorry about that. It was kind of sudden. I thought they were. Okay. Hi. Thank you. Appreciate it. Okay. Oh, yeah. I'm actually looking for 14. Like right there.
Oh, you must have shoot.
Oh, I don't have one.
It's okay, I have you.
Okay. I don't know why she didn't mention that.
It's
That's
okay.
crazy. Okay. Yep. And we got in. Okay. These are kind of a little difficult. Oh, wow. Look at that. That is crazy. I have not seen that ever. Okay, I don't know if this is. Let's see. I think these work. But the rumor is that the closed one doesn't work. But there it is. These are very strange. Anyway, so these are kind of hard to get into. But anyway. Okay, there's 14 floors. Didn't even know this place existed. condominiums. Floor 14. Pretty cool. These are really quiet. Condominiums are condominiums because they put concrete within the wall so you cannot hear your neighbor at all. It's really great. I don't know how many floors it is, but I didn't even know this existed in Fort Worth. These are super nice. There's their little plan. If something happens, they have a stairwell. I'm not gonna take 14 floors down the stairwell right now. They do have it right here. Oh my gosh. Boy, howdy. That would probably be pretty much exhausting. She had a meeting, so it was like a hurry kind of thing, so I got there as quick as I could. But I had to park, so that took a lot of time. Look how fast these things move. It's amazing. Pretty New York City is what I would say. It's just Fort Worth that was amazing. Now we're gonna go back into the rain. Here's the wonderful art. Oh, this is great. Look at it. Okay. Every day when you have to leave, go right out to the this tower thing. I'm gonna get another shot of tower. And amazing. See if I can get it right here. There we go. Pretty cool. Get another shot of it right here. My goodness. Something you'd see in a horror film or something, wouldn't you? Pretty amazing. That's the whole tower right there. That is amazing.